Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I hope you're having a great day. So today we are trying to make the smallest house possible in The Sims, and this is using the new patch day update where we could finally descale objects in the game. So I tried out all the different sort of objects that you can do with can descale, and thought that I would try making the smallest house possible. So it is a 2x3 single floored sort of house, and I've kind of opened up the front so you can see what it looks like inside, because it gets quite cramped once we start putting in the second floor. So it's two floors. So it's like a normal double-story house, but just using the single layers. So they would make a tiny little sort of living area, and you can scale down most of the objects in the games now, except for the counter, the work surfaces, and sort of the kitchen cabinets. So I had to get around this by using one of the dining room tables, and the tables are quite hard to put chairs by, because they still want to snap to the actual normal size point that you would place the chair in relation to the table. So it was kind of hard in the small space I was working with to actually put the chairs with the table. And I managed to get some sort of kitchen countertops by using those wall decorations that we got from City Living, so it kind of actually did look a bit more like a kitchen than it was going to. Also with the kitchen, the hoods, they do scale down, but they'll be at the same height as they would be in sort of a normal house. You can't use the 0 key to move them down. And probably the hardest part, which we'll see later, is actually trying to put in some stairs to create some stairs, because I did originally want to use the shelves as sort of a way to create a little steps up. I do use the shelves that I'm doing now to create the upstairs flooring, so I just scaled them up to kind of cover as much space, and trying to use the different wall placements to make the flooring for the upstairs, and tried to get them in the same color as the floor downstairs as well. It was kind of hard to change the wallpaper for each room, because obviously I'm only using one height wall. So if I changed the wall for the upstairs where I put the bathroom in, it would kind of make the downstairs look like it was a bathroom as well. So for the upstairs, I kind of just used the 9 key to move the objects up. And it was quite hard to get the right height at which the items were, because they're either clipping through what the flooring that I'd created, or it kind of looked like they were floating. So it was quite hard to sort of judge if the items were sitting in the correct place or not, because of the different perspectives you can get while you're sort of building. You kind of can't see whether you've placed it in the right place or not. And there's quite a lot. I managed to get quite a lot of detail into the house, because it was quite good that most of the items can descale, and it's going to be great for builders to sort of add that extra layer of detail. I tried to get one of the rugs to go up to the second floor, but because we were using shelves, they kind of don't work over the top of them. So you could probably use the rugs as a flooring upstairs rather than using the shelving part. So I had to have bare wood floors upstairs, and we just added in the lights. And because this, I've opened the front to it, it has natural light at the moment, so I actually at the end it will be shown in sort of a nighttime scape, so then you can see what the lighting actually looks like. I'm sort of working on the sort of hallway kind of. I did try and use that shelving unit as a staircase, but because it was because it has the items on it, it kind of didn't really work well. But I did come up with a solution in the end that kind of fitted in with the sort of the wood and the different theming on here. And we're just adding in some extra carpets and detailing and sort of adding in some cushions so you can read for the bookcases that are going to be under the stairs. And I think it was quite a fun challenge to do. It was sort of inspired by seeing the fact that we can use the the descaling tool, and the fact that my friend is actually trying to make a miniature house in real life as well. So we're now working on the staircase. So when I was flicking through the catalogue, I kind of stumbled upon the Spa Days sort of wooden benches, and I thought that they would work really well as a sort of faux staircase. So I had to kind of line them up so they kind of were slightly in the wall and slightly overlapping each other, so you kind of got the gradient of the staircase right, because the way I was doing it before, it would have meant that it would take up the whole entire space, and that's probably not very practical for a staircase. But in the end, I think it worked out quite well, and it kind of looks like an actual staircase. I did want to try and put a pillar in to sort of make it a bit more connected, but it wasn't. It was only connecting to the walls, so it wouldn't go in the actual place that I wanted it to, because we're only working with a tiny space, so it kind of didn't have enough room to push it where I wanted to. And then these are the insides, so you've got the bedroom, the landing, and the bathroom area. And then we've got the living room and the hallway and the kitchen area. I actually had myself sim and made a little toddler sim to give you a scale of how big the objects were. So it's kind of even compared to a toddler, the items are super tiny in this house. I was just doing a little outside spin around of what it looks like. It's pretty plain on the outside, and there's not too many windows, because I did want to layer the windows up, but obviously you can't because it will give sort of glitch. And there's the house all lit up in the dusk. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.